Welcome. Today we're doing a bit of standard. We're trying out an interesting Simic deck that I've just sort of put together. I'm on the self-mill plan again, so I've got the Deathbonnet Sprouts, Vilespawn Spider, Teachings of the Kirin, and we're going to try and go for a sort of what do you call it? A regrowth style deck where you can bring cards back out of your graveyard, and we're going to have a sort of a toolbox of different win conditions that will hopefully dump in the graveyard, bring back later, and win with. It's I think it should be interesting. So there's a very simple one. We have one copy of Roaring Earth, and we have Splendid Reclamation to dump all of the lands from your graveyard back into the battlefield. So this can create a really large creature. We can swing in for lots of damage. We also have Slogurk the Overslime. This is sort of the opposite. When you put lands into your graveyard from anywhere, you put counters on Slogurk. So with Slogurk we have 4 Broker's Hideouts and 4 Evolving Wilds. Also a couple of channel lands. But we also have a Cut Your Losses in the deck. So target player mills half their library. Obviously I'm going to target myself and potentially put loads of land into the graveyard and make a ridiculously huge Slogurk, right? So that's another possibility. We have Tatyova, Steward of Tides, just one copy. On Tatyova it says if you control 7 or more lands, when a land enters the battlefield, you can one target land you control becomes a 3/3 creature with haste, and also she gives all of your land creatures flying. So once again, Tatyova plus Splendid Reclamation, you dump loads of lands into play all at once, and you make a big army of 3/3 flyers with haste. Right. Which it sounds like fun to me. Anyway. What else? Oh yeah, we have Willow Geist. Originally this was the deck idea was how do we break Willow Geist? How do we make this card ridiculously powerful? And it says on the card, whenever 1 or more cards leave your graveyard, put a +1/+1 counter on Willow Geist. Now, I have tested this out. The bad news is Splendid Reclamation will not pump the Willow Geist more than once, right? You get 1 trigger from all the lands coming into play all at once, right? You only get one +1/+1 counter. But I've kept him in the deck. What this does work with, if you look at Season of Renewal, this targets 2 different cards to bring back to your hand. So this will actually put 2 counters on Willow Geist, so that's quite nice. And we are bringing a lot of things in general out of the graveyard. And I've thrown in Shigeki Chukai Visionary, who can, this deck has potential to ramp out a lot of lands. With a lot of mana, we could channel Shigeki and grab loads of cards from our graveyard. And because we're targeting each individual card, they're going to resolve separately, right? And that will put a counter on Willow Geist for every card we're bringing back. So that, yeah, potentially that could be pretty fun. And he's a 1 mana creature, so it's not a huge investment to chuck 3 Willow Geists in the deck, really. And I guess what else have we got? Yeah, we've got the couple of Colossal Skyturtles and Season of Renewal. So this might be a combo that you've seen in Kamigawa Draft. You just you can use the Skyturtle channel to bring back Season of Renewal, and then Season of Renewal can bring 2 cards back. So one's the Skyturtle and something else. So with enough mana, you've got infinite value basically. And I suppose you can always use cut your losses on your opponent. I don't expect to actually do that, but that could be a possibility against some decks. It's another win condition. And I've chucked a Defiler of Vigor in there. I was thinking specifically in terms of the Vilespawn Spider active. Once we've dumped a load of creatures in the graveyard, it could be good to sacrifice this and make an army of insects. And then Defiler of Vigor could potentially pump up our army of insects if we can play a few more green permanents. So I thought sort of a go wide and then go tall kind of strategy. And that will, work well with our Tatyova lands as well. We could maybe pump those up. So there's a few interesting possibilities with this deck. How much land are we actually running? 26. Yeah, we're quite generous on the land here. And of course we've got the usual self-mill cards like Eccentric Farmer. So he's the guy who dumps 3 cards in the graveyard, and then you get to bring a land back from your graveyard to your hand. I don't feel quite confident enough to play this in ranked, honestly. We'll try standard play. And I'll probably play 3 or 4 games. We'll see how we get on. I discovered the most efficient way to pump up a Willow Geist is with there's a card called Turn the Earth. For 1 green, you can target 3 cards in your graveyard and shuffle them back into your library. So that because it's targeting 3 different things, for 1 mana, you're pumping Willow Geist by +3/+3. I mean, with you're giving him 3 +3 +1 counters. Okay, this looks like a good hand, actually. We could even, if we top deck a land, we might want to start with Roaring Earth. No, I don't think that makes sense. No, we'll just do Azusa's Many Journeys. Okay. Red burn. At least we're going to gain 3 life, so that's something. Okay. I'd really like to play Roaring Earth first. I think I can get away with it. I'm going to go ahead and play the Roaring Earth. How about a Shigeki as well? There's a blocker. Right. So block 2 damage there. Okay, let's... I can actually guarantee that I get a land back with this guy. I guess I don't want to pump the Shigeki because I'm probably going to ramp out a land. So I think we'll pump Likeness of the Seeker into something really ridiculous. So we'll go Evolving Wilds, pump the Likeness. You worry too much, wow. interesting. I've never seen that before. We'll put an island into play. We'll pump Likeness of the Seeker a bit more. We can Shigeki, or we could do an Eccentric Farmer. I like the Evolving Wilds. I could swing in with Shigeki as well. There we go. So, I'm just wondering if, yeah, I wonder how he gets that. That's interesting. Right, so I think we kind of won the game just with Roaring Earth. It feels like. But let's, yeah. Interesting. Maybe I should play 4 copies of Roaring Earth at this rate. Okay, this looks like a good opener. And that is a good top deck, the Evolving Wilds. It's exactly what I want to play out with an Azusa. Okay. Suppose I could bounce the Djinn, I don't think that's going to be great. Nice. Right, well, with 5 mana, we can put 2 creatures out. That's my thinking here. So I think we want the forest and the farmer. Yeah. That's a good one. Yeah, we could bounce a Jin, I guess. Maybe get rid of the Deluge. One of our combo cards. We'll see if we're allowed to play it. Now, actually, I've got 6 mana. I think I might play the untap land. Go for the Reclamation. Okay, he's getting shored up, so I will bounce that in response. And yeah, I should be eating all of his instants from his graveyard, really, shouldn't I? To make these guys smaller. And that'll give me a life point, so that's something. She knows what I've got in my hand, so I won't attack. Okay, I'm going to activate that in response, why not? Yep, that'll do it. The other option was I could have just tried to play out the turtle as a blocker, but I felt like that would not have met with success, but I suppose you've got to try something. I feel like let's play ranked. we're ready. Right, okay. This looks interesting. This will be, yeah, the red-white Reanimator deck, I believe. Okay. Cool. We're going to go for the Roaring Earth plan. Yeah, so he gets to ramp out our land next turn, probably. He's looking to get to 5 land for his reanimation spell, and this is going to be absolutely terrifying. Right, Deathbonnet Sprout, I think, what we want. And I'm thinking Shigeki is going to help us get lands out. We could be, yeah, let's be positive. Let's put a token there. And let's play a Shigeki. We've managed to get 1 creature in the graveyard so far. Couple of land, okay. I guess we'll pump up both sprouts. Won't put all our eggs in one basket. We could go teaching, so the Kirin here. And this is an instant speed ability that Shigeki has, isn't it? Did that put another creature in there? But so it's only 2. You can trade off with a Sprout if I attack. I think I won't attack. I need my Sprouts, I think. Yeah. Wandering Emperor. Probably a good idea I didn't attack. Gets a huge Raffine's Informant. So I think we were a bit too slow with flipping our Sprouts, because you can probably reanimate the Warden this turn. I'm thinking because we want to try and empty his graveyard. No cards. They're all going to the graveyard, but it's filling up my graveyard with creatures, so that is something. Can he reanimate the Sanctuary Warden? Okay, he's going to depopulate. That is interesting. Fair enough. Right, I think we want to keep ramping out, so we're trying to. So we'll play a Shigeki. And I guess I'll go for a Vilespawn Spider, because that can actually make a huge army for me. He'll need another depopulate. Okay, he's playing green in the deck as well. He's just going to, just straight up play a Sanctuary Warden. I haven't really read this card, I just know the game's over usually when people play it. Yeah, 2 shield counters, you can pay a shielded counter to draw a card and make a token, if you like, when it enters the battlefield or attacks. So, token, yeah, we won't do any blocks there. Okay. We could make 6/1/1s if we want. I think we want to mill some more cards off the top. And play another Vilespawn Spider. Seems reasonable. Burn down the house, sure. Sweeper tribal. Fair enough. Well, this will gain me some life, the Caesar's Many Journeys. Unfortunately, we don't have a creature. Yeah, let's play this. Well, we need these life points. But we're not going to play this land. What do you reckon? What do we reckon green is for in this deck? Yeah, Evoke Justice. We felt that was coming. And that's 9 damage. Okay. I've got 26 land in my deck. He really destroyed me in terms of land. He managed to get 8 land out. And actually whiffing on a Shigeki ability there as well, which is quite impressive. Yeah, it feels like my paths to victory are quite convoluted, and but that's, I think, and slow basically. But I think, yeah, if you play ranked, that's usually what happens with a kind of, basically a jank deck, really. Okay. Turn 1 Willow Geist. Yeah, seems good. Okay, Selesnya enchantments. Yeah, Susan's Many Journeys seems good. Okay. This doesn't have first strike, does it? No. Right. We want to mill some cards here. Interesting point. I could combat trick him here. I could have instantly returned a card to my hand and pumped that to 2/2. But yeah. Then he'd have had this in the graveyard, I suppose, which can be quite it can be quite threatening from the graveyard. Well, I managed to dump 2 lands in there. Why don't we do that one first? Oh, right. That didn't happen first. Let's pump up the Vilespawn Spider a little bit. If we want to be defensive, I guess. Right. We've got the Splendid Reclamation, but I think I'd like another Willow Geist. This thing's got lifelink, hasn't it? Yeah, I don't think we attack. End turn. Okay, over to my turn. Yeah, that is another land. Very good. Okay. Right, yep. Bumps those a little bit. Okay, no attacks. But imagine if Splendid Reclamation pumped them for every card. That'd be something. Let's block like that. Can definitely get a lot of lands out of the deck. Does feel like we're missing a few landfall triggers, really. This guy, unfortunately, he's only a 6/5, so it might be better off bouncing this back to the hand. Yeah, let's start swinging in. Interesting. Yeah, I could channel this, bring a card out of my graveyard. That just seems fun, so I'm going to do that. Oh look, there's Slogurk. So we can get Shigeki back. Maybe that's the best thing to do. Nice. Let's trim down the number of spirits, I suppose, but he's going to get a huge number of spirits this turn. That's the only problem. And enchantments. Maybe... oh, borrowed time. Cool, okay. Yeah, the blocker makes sense. We can get another blocker, I guess. Another borrowed time, interesting. Ah, right, of course that gives everything flying. That's not ideal. I mean, we could get one hell of a Slogurk. Right. I think we'll play the island. We need enough mana to block with. We are kind of dying to everything hitting me. That's the only trouble. 9 mana. I think we can get 3 things back with Shigeki. There we go. Boom. 1, 2, 3. Is he going to let me do it? Skyturtle. Spider. Another spider. Let's go. Ah, look at that. It only went up by 1. I thought it says return X target things, so I thought it would target them one by one. I guess it doesn't separate out the different things. Oh well, disappointing. Let's swing in with that. Oh wait, yeah, he has vigilance. He had vigilance last turn. No attacks. So he's drawn 3 removal cards as well. I mean, you didn't really need to draw any creature cards. You got the Hallowed Haunting, so that'll do it. He drew 4 removal cards. Okay. It does help if you get like 3 Commune with Spirits to find what you need. Okay, I don't think we're playing ranked anymore. Because I can actually beat mono red, and that's what people play in standard play, it looks like. Okay, it's a little bit iffy, but we'll go for it. Top deck to land, that's what I like to see. Right, now, Eccentric Farmer feels like a bit of a gamble, because we might not hit a land. I think we teachings first, mill a few cards. There we go. Yeah. So we're definitely going to hit a land with the farmer next turn. Packbuster. Nice. Isn't that weird? Okay, no. It's doing the Azusa's first. No, it isn't. It definitely did teachings of the Kirin first. I don't really understand how that's working, but there you go. Cut down. Oh no. Right. Eccentric Farmer. Do the Broker's Hideout. Let's gain some life points. I think we're going to need them. So this is a Grixis deck. Maestros, if you prefer. play this hideout. And go for another farmer. Hello, hello. Yes, that might be a very good move. Evoke Despair. So this is the enchantment. So I can stop losing 2 life and stop him drawing a card. Do we? Yeah, I don't think we care about this guy too much. So we'll lose the farmer. And we'll lose that guy. And we'll quite happily Boseiju his Bankbuster. And we can play a Shigeki. We can get him back later if he gets killed. Transfer, so he gets exiled. Okay, fair enough. It's a good top deck actually, gives me another land to put in the graveyard. He's got blue in here, he might counterspell this, but we'll see. Maybe I'll swing in first, see if he wants to do some instant speed removal. I'll pop the Evolving Wilds in my upkeep. So put that stop there, so that I've got a better chance of drawing a card of some kind. Seems to make sense. Okay, now let's draw something. Eccentric Farmer, not a bad draw. Still got basic lands in the deck. Let's Broker's Hideout again. 2 basic lands left. Let's swing in with the farmer. Play the Azusa just because eventually we want another creature. And 3 life. We might simplify the deck. I'm thinking we might just go, right, we're going to use that 1 landfall payoff and build the deck around that. Splendid Reclamation is, yeah, Splendid Reclamation plus the payoff. Roaring Earth. Yeah, he's getting his combo together now. We lost the Defiler. Shame. Now he's got a decent creature to block with as well. Okay, let's block. Another good one with the Mirror Breaker. Okay, soul transfer, yep. Oh, he has an artifact and an enchantment, so he could have chosen to return a target creature or planeswalker from his graveyard. But the bad news was he did not have a creature or planeswalker in his graveyard. Okay, we got the Tatyova a little bit too late, I'd have to say. Right. Do we play Tatyova and watch it get blown up? I'm going to say no. Let's not play the Tatyova. Okay, let's block the Blood Tithe Harvester. We've got a few life points here to play with, so we will see what we can do. Yeah, I could bounce the reflection, but I'd rather let's just test out and see if he's got any removal. And this is another landfall payoff, Tatyova. So Tatyova and Roaring Earth, maybe that's the way to go. It sort of gives me a much simpler win condition. Okay, yeah, can recycle a burn spell and blow up my creature. Yeah. Now, reflect. You can make a reflection of the adversary, and then pay extra mana. I guess next turn. Okay, trade off with the adversary, I think makes sense. That could kill my, get copied and kill my Tatyova next turn. He did play a life point there. Oh, it's bad news for him. Now, do I have 2 lands left? Do I have a land left in the deck to search for, is the question. I think that is fine. Yes, we do. Now have 2 lands left. That's crazy. All right, the deck works. Okay, I think we figured out what works in the deck, perhaps, and we're going to make a few changes. I don't think we really need Defiler of Vigor in there. It's a nice idea, but take out the things that are very convoluted. So I think Vilespawn Spider plus Defiler of Vigor. I think cut your losses. I wanted to make a deck with this, but yeah, 6 mana if it doesn't just win me the game, and I'm paying 6 mana for it, then it's probably not the right card, I'm thinking. Now, Skyturtle. I think just you can go down to 1 Skyturtle. I think that's absolutely fine. I think Shigeki is good. So I think we want to get 1 more Tatyova, 1 more Roaring Earth. Maybe a 3rd Splendid Reclamation could be good. And I think it's a very, very, very green deck with a few blue cards. I think we drop an island and add a forest. I think that makes sense. Alright. We're not going to do anything crazy like go back into ranked with this, mind you, but looking good. Deathbonnet Sprout, Roaring Earth, Evolving Wilds. I think this is a winner. Even better, Slogurk the Overslime. It's a bit of a backup plan there. This is when lands go into the graveyard, he gets bigger. Llanowar Stalker, this is an aggressive deck. Okay, Island, Roaring Earth. Yep, this will be Naya tokens, I would guess. Well, some kind of go wide strategy. There's the Splendid Reclamation. That's another nice little combo piece. So, I think we're going for the Vilespawn Spider here. And let's pump this Deathbonnet Sprout. Ah yes, Ginny Fey, so you can make treasures and any token can get turned into one of the cats or dogs. So yeah, it's got a tapped 3/1 dog instead. I haven't really played against Ginny Fey at all. I think this might even be the first Ginny Fey deck I've played against. Okay, we can take the damage, that's fine. Okay, four lands. Right, so let's play a Slogurk. Let's play an island. And let's pump the Sprout a bit more and swing in. And we'll try and just survive this turn, if possible. Yeah, Llanowar Stalker is brutal in this deck. It's gonna do so much damage. Seven damage, my goodness. This is one of my... This mills my stuff. Let's trade with the Stalker here. It's going to go to the graveyard, so we'll have three things in the graveyard. Deathbonnet Sprout will become a huge 6/6. He does not have Trample, though, unfortunately. But now, we'll just check our Splendid Reclamation. It's going to do 1, 2, 3. So we'll get this guy up to 9, well, something up to 9/9. I think we just, Reclamation because it's kind of fun. And I think we need blockers, so we'll pump up Slogurk. I think we're dead this turn, but we had fun, I think. Right. Okay. We could trade off with Queen Alanal. Let's see if that's possible. And try and take out Ginny Fey, and then we still take 10 damage. See if he's got a team pump spell. No, just oh, I thought you'd give. Oh right, yeah, it gives an extra creature which pumps Queen Alanal. Of course, yeah, I understand. Doesn't need to even give this first strike. Makes sense. Okay. Let's read Slogurk the Overslime again. Whenever a land is put into your graveyard, he gets bigger. Okay. Well, let's see what we can do. Nice. Nice. Let's pump him up a bit more. How about Willow Geist as well? Could take something out of the graveyard with Colossal Skyturtle, and that would pump Willow Geist. Oh, yep, Season of Renewal would pump Willow Geist really huge. Yeah. Right, yeah. How about something that costs 1 green? Yeah, we can do Season of Renewal now. I think would make a lot of sense. Let's do both sides of it. Let's get a Deathbonnet Sprout and an enchantment. And that actually does trigger this guy twice, which is pretty cool. Okay, block there. Block the 5/5, trade off with a 3/1. Yeah, very dead. But we got to see Slogurk in action, so I'm somewhat satisfied there. I think I want to play one more game. Okay, little problem with blue mana, but we'll keep this. Okay, this is pretty cool. We can Assuze us out with your Evolving Wilds. top deck a land. We can Azusa's again. That's... yeah, we can't do this and Azusa's, unfortunately. Okay, yeah. Island, Azusa's, Boseiju, and a Vilespawn Spider. So 4/4 on the Raiju. So I think we just have to block the Raiju with everything. That's my thinking. We may not be able to kill the electrostatic infantry if he can bolt one of my dudes. Oh, okay, yeah, he has Lunar Frenzy, because of course he does. And play with fire so he can kill absolutely everything with first strike. Yes, yes. How did I not play around Lunar Frenzy? Silly me. Splendid Reclamation for an Evolving Wilds. Maybe not. Well, that adds 3 damage on, so I think that is good game. I'm still having fun. I'm going to play another game. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. Nice. Pumps the Willow Geist. Maybe Esper tokens. So we played a land. We can get another land out of the graveyard. We might be playing into a Wrath of God here, but we won't worry about that too much. Take an Evolving Wilds, play an Azusa's. And if he wraths the board, we've got Vilespawn Spider to follow up and make an army of insects for us, I guess. So yeah, we're 1 mana short actually on the Skyturtle. My guess is he's got a Wrath effect here. Yeah, good point. There is only one creature in the graveyard at the moment. Now, we could be swinging for the fences a bit here, playing into a Wrath, but I'm thinking I should play Tatyova now, bring back the Splendid Reclamation with the Skyturtle, and then next turn I can just swing in with a huge number of flyers. That's a terrible idea, isn't it? I mean, he's probably got a Wrath. He's probably just waiting to use the Wrath, so I'll just end the turn. Can still do it if I manage to top deck a land. And I'll have 7 mana. This does have lots of lifelink, so that might be just what he needs. And then he can pump that up. Yeah, very nice. Interesting. Yeah, destroy evil. Can't hit anything yet. It's a 7/5. Let's go ahead and double block it, see what happens. Probably something bad, but at least we're stopping 7 damage. Okay, it is a depopulate. Fair enough. Okay, we'll Skyturtle to return a card. And we'll go for Splendid Reclamation. Get some upper points, so we gain an extra life point, is what I'm thinking. Okay, so the trouble is, though, we have to tap out to play our combo. They all come back tapped, so we're not making any. We're not gaining any advantage from the haste. We'll have to see if he'll probably blow up this Tatyova, but we'll see. I think it's worth a shot. Let's do that. Sheldred, okay. He's got 2 mana left for an instant removal spell. Okay, fair enough. Evolving Wilds. I'm thinking we're getting through with enough damage if we attack with everything. You might have instant removal, but yeah, sure. I lose the Tatyova, but I've got a chance of winning. If he's got instant removal, he can get rid of the Tatyova anyway, so... There we go. Very satisfying. Let's try and go for that fourth win. Is that? Yeah, I think we can do it. Okay. It's a slow start. But we'll get there. Could actually do turn 2 teachings, turn 3 farmer. Might make the most sense here. Good, that's already put one creature in the graveyard. Oh, Mechanaut, nice. I've just made an Is It artifact deck. Pretty exciting. Let's swing in. Is he going to block? Okay, I think as much as I'd like to play Willow Geist, then Eccentric Farmer, I think I have to go Eccentric Farmer, really. No two ways about it. And yeah, Broker's Hideout is probably the best one to go for. Would it have been better to go for a forest? I didn't have a forest anyway, so yeah. Oh, here we go. Yeah, you see, I've literally made this deck, Bankbuster, the Mech Titan deck, right? Interesting. He's using Relic of Legends. I'm not using that in my deck. I guess, yeah, if you're playing a bunch of legendaries, then maybe it works. Right. Got to remember what I'm doing here. I think we want to dig another forest out of the deck, first of all. So everything's green in the hand. I think we just go for a Shigeki. Because he can do a bunch of milling as well. Search Akamek, yeah. Bye bye Shigeki. Right, if I exile a non-creature card, like an Evolving Wilds, I can get to 2/2. Just thinking about all the different triggers I have here. I don't think I want to play any of these creatures at the moment. Yes, I do. What am I talking about? Willow Geist goes perfectly with Kirin Touch Orochi. Yeah, I haven't seen this combo yet. And that's Broker's Hideout. Let's get... Another forest. Swing in. We're going to exile a non-creature card from my own graveyard, and it'll be an Evolving Wilds. And pump the Kirin Touch to Orochi, so it can trade with a Mechanaut if he wants to block. Oh yeah, I forgot that he can just do that. Silly me. I was too bound up in trying to figure out what I could do. I forgot that he can just crew his vehicles. But there you go. Yeah, Tezzeret is a good one in this deck. He needs, he only needs 1, 2, 3. He needs one more artifact creature, and then he can hit me with a 10/10 flyer. Oh, that's a creature. There we go. To be honest, we're doing quite a lot of damage to him. We should get through with 6 damage, maybe. But it might be just a good idea to kill Tezzeret at this point. That said, I don't think he's ready to flip the core yet. Except he is, because Tezzeret makes it too cheaper to flip the core. So they can play something cheap. Okay, we've got to kill Tezzeret. And of course, yeah, Deathbonnet Sprout works with Willow Geist as well, which is quite good. He's got the mana. He can do it. He can do the Mech Titan course. So I think it's game over. It gets Vigilance right as well, doesn't it? Vigilance, lifelink. Yeah, it's a disaster. I think it's good game. Back up to 20 life. Got that one. I do more damage if I look at my my graveyard and get rid of one of my own creatures. I can lose a farmer, I think. There we go, nice. So, can I do 30 damage to him? Don't think so. So, bringing back Otawara and bouncing it, I guess, would be the only possibility. Right, view the battlefield. Yeah, we lost that guy. So let's eat his Mechanaut. And And let's eat another farmer. Okay, I think that is good game. So, pretty neat. That's the deck I'm planning to play next. I've got, just to prove it, I can go into my decks. True artifacts. So my version doesn't have Relic of Legends. Yeah, 4 Iron Apprentice, 2 Reality Chip, 4 Mechanauts, 4 Artificers. I've only got 3 Mech Titan cores. I'm also running 4 Patchwork Automatons, sort of an alternative win condition. And I'm trying some fun stuff. I've got Golden Argosy in there with Circuit Menders and getaway cars, so I can try and just keep replaying and bouncing the Circuit Menders and drawing cards and gaining life and things, which can help me draw myself into my combo, I suppose. Yeah, I tried it, and it managed to go off game 1, and I managed to flip my course, so that was pretty good. I'm actually thinking about there's a blue spell, isn't there, with Reality Heist. Could be a really good way to find the combo. I'm thinking maybe you just put 4 of these. You try and fit 4 of these in the deck. But there you go. We're going to carry on with this deck though. We're going to try and get win number 4. If it kills me, but I'm still having fun. We're learning new interactions with Willow Geist. I'm not sure if we're going to manage to break the card. There's too many things that just don't. You want to get a big bunch of stuff out of the graveyard all at once, and it's like, oh, it only counts as 1 trigger. It's very disappointing. Zombie deck. Well, I don't think we stand first turn champion of the Perished. Yeah, probably don't have much chance here. This is a deck that just grows out of control very quickly. Oh, he missed a land drop. So let's do some farming. Get an Evolving Wilds. Are we going to double block this turn? No, I think we're swinging in. We're going aggressive. Oh, right, nice. Yeah, Startle, draws a card. Gets to that third land drop, I guess. Champion of the Perished gets bigger as well. Oh no, discard 2 cards. It's very harsh. Okay, I guess we'll top deck some land. We'll lose the land. Let's play a Vilespawn Spider and a Roaring Earth. Right, Champion of the Perished. Right, it's got enough mana to startle again. So I think it's got to be a triple block. It's got enough mana to cut down and startle. I think I have to block with every single creature I've got, just to be sure. Just to give myself a chance. Right, oh yeah, this can turn into 3/1/1s at this point. That is worth remembering. I think I'd like to go for Tatyova though. She's a 3/3. She can just trade off with Tainted Adversary. Otherwise it's a 2-for-1 if I have to block that guy. Oh, nasty. So I'm thinking, yeah, he could have 2 startles here. So even if I triple blocked that, I could get a bit destroyed. But I think we will triple block this guy. Trades for Tatyova, okay. Makes sense. But we're stuck against the Death Toucher, so that's kind of hard to... good point. We've got Roaring Earth. We've just managed to draw a land, which is very clever of us. We can pump a Farmer. Vilespawn Spider also can turn into 5 creatures now, which is quite nice. Which might be good. But no, I'm going to play the other Vilespawn Spider. So that's a really good way to get loads of land into play in the graveyard. It's just up there is just an Evolving Wilds, I suppose. So the farmer will block like that, and I'll take 2. Cool, Deathbonnet Sprout is good. He can Corpse Cobble. No, it won't. It will only make a 2/2. I'm going to attack like that with a 1. I'm going to Deathbonnet Sprout. And I'm going to make 6 insect creatures, because that seems reasonable. I'll make it 7. So basically half of Vilespawn Spider can trade now with this dude. Cool, and right, who are we pumping up with the forest? We'll start pumping up an insect token. Pretty exciting. And I think we'll swing in with a Hulk. That is sorcery speed. I think it's too risky to do now. Let's end the turn. Because he's got hand removal stuff. No way out. Oh, Puppet Stitch. Yeah, that's a nice card. Let's eat Corpse Cobble. Haha. Bye bye. Willow Geist is pretty cool. I'm going to swing in with the Hulk again. Okay, my gut feeling is it's a good time to activate the spider and get more insect tokens. And just attack with everything next turn. Nice. Yeah, got to see the Vilespawn Spider do its thing there. Okay, that's the 4 wins. So I think we're done. I think that was quite amusing and interesting. It's sort of this is the let's try and make Willow Geist work deck. We weren't entirely successful, but we tried a few things. We find a lot of the things don't work as well as you hope. Splendid Reclamation only causes 1 trigger on Willow Geist, even if you bring 20 lands back out of your graveyard. There's a few other things you can do. Season of Renewal. This counts as 2 triggers for Willow Geist. So I thought, oh, maybe because it's different targets, that's why. So I thought Shigeki will be great. So I did a Shigeki channel for where X was 3, and of course it only put 1 counter on Willow Geist. It decided I guess because it was a single trigger, so because it's like, I guess it's got 1 colon. It returns all X of those cards all at the same time, so it only triggers Willow Geist once. The reason that Season of Renewal works, it's like, I guess it works as 2 separate things that kind of get queued up. The other cards you can use, there's Turn the Earth. I thought might be good, but I'm sure it says you choose 3 cards in your graveyard, but I'm sure it'll be just like Shigeki. It'll only give him +1/+1, and it's not a very useful card. It's shuffling your graveyard back into your library, which is not what you really usually want to do in a self-mill deck. So it's you can't really afford to spend a card on this. Only, yeah, if it was a cantrip, that might be something different. If it was Gaia's Blessing, but it's unfortunately it's Turn the Earth, and it costs you a card. The other, I was thinking of the blue Disturb creature might be good. Let's have a look at creatures that cost 2. Covetous Castaway. So he's got the mill effect on his death trigger. So I'm not playing him because I kind of want it on an enter the board trigger. So it's like it's a lot more convenient. I have to figure out ways of killing this guy to get his death trigger to work. So maybe you play this in the blue-black version of the deck, or blue, black, green. But the Ghostly Castigator, so it is 5 mana, but you get to shuffle 3 target cards from your graveyard into your library. But still, it's probably the same thing. It probably just triggers Willow Geist once. Maybe the best thing with Willow Geist would be Disturb. Cheap Disturb creatures. Right, I see. I do have it on 2 mana like that. Yeah, Lantern Bearer. I guess the Disturb costs are pretty high though. It costs 3, 4, 2 on that one. He's nice and cheap. I think there's a guy that makes everything cheaper to disturb. Possibly the Patrician Geist. And this is an interesting one. The Devoted Graphkeeper is actually a blue-white self-mill card. That is a new one. I've never made blue-white self-mill. Oh yeah, whenever you cast a spell from your graveyard, tap target creature you don't control. That sounds good. Then it might be somewhat counterproductive though. Oh yeah, but his spirit version really helps the self-mill plan. You get to investigate every creature card. I'm going to look up the Geist. Yeah, Patrician Geist. Spells you cast from your graveyard cost 1 less to cast. So, yeah, maybe that's the way. Kind of a blue-green Spirits deck. Blue-green-white Spirits deck. With Patrician Geist and Willow Geist. Maybe that's what you're supposed to do. Yeah. Anyway, that's just a bit of speculation on what the best way of using Willow Geist. But yeah, we tried this deck. We've adjusted it a bit. We got rid of Cut Your Losses, which is a shame. We'll have to use that in a different deck. But I think it's the right decision, focusing on just a few of the combos. Some simple, straightforward combos. So basically, Roaring Earth and Tatyova are basically landfall payoffs for the deck. We've got lots of ways of putting lands into play. And we've got self-mill payoffs as well. Like Slogurk. And yeah, payoffs for using things like Evolving Wilds and Broker's Hideout. As well as Splendid Reclamation. Somehow I managed to get 4 copies of Splendid Reclamation, so I really wanted to make a deck using this as well. This seems like the kind of thing you would make. Tatyova Reclamation, I guess you might call it. Maybe you just focus on that combo, Tatyova and Splendid Reclamation. But I suppose you still need a lot of self-mill, so there maybe isn't as much leeway in the deck as you might think. But yeah, you could cut the other combo cards and replace it with removal cards, I suppose. Yeah, sort of bounce spells and things. Don't know if that'd work. At least this deck has some early pressure, which sometimes that's as good as removal. Yeah, so pretty pleased with how this turned out, how it worked, but maybe not a ranked deck, to be honest. But yeah, definitely interesting. I don't think it's the ultimate Willow Geist deck. I think the search goes on in that respect, but maybe it's the best deck for Roaring Earth, Tatyova, and Splendid Reclamation together. It might be worth trying something like this out in Explorer. Then you've got a lot more landfall cards to work with. Anyway, I think that is a video. So thanks for watching.